Well, it's a little after 7 o'clock on Saturday, March 22nd. I've been up and working for 4 hours already. Got the barn cleaned out, started about 3 o'clock while it was frozen this morning, and now we got the sun just starting to come up. I'm going to get my morning chores done a little earlier than normal since I'm already up and out here. And I guess to make up for my early day of getting up and going to work at 3 in the morning, I might kind of take it easy for most of the rest of a Saturday. There's a thing called March Madness going on. There's some basketball to watch. It's kind of entertaining. I don't mind doing that. So in some earlier clips, you might have seen me make a big pile out here. It was the height of the backs of the cattle, and it went from almost to the wall there to the fence. So there's a pretty good chunk of manure, and it was a good ankle deep all the way across the floor. And I pretty much got that cleaned out here this morning. Took 10 manure spreader loads, and about 4 hours, 3.5, 4 hours to get it hauled across the road and spread out in the field. So I suppose now it's time to get these guys something to eat. They're looking a little hungry. We'll get something for them. So I brought the tractor and feed wagon into the shop, kind of a spur-of-the-moment decision. 2 reasons. One, every so often I do need to grease that thing, which takes a whopping 5 minutes. But it's nice to do that inside where it's heated instead of outside where it's 25 degrees. And on this tractor, it's got this thing called a heat houser on it. So it's got this canvas and the windshield. And that's a nice option in the winter for a cabless tractor like this. Kind of keeps the wind off of you a little bit, off your legs, off your face. And also the idea with it, back in the old days when no tractors had cabs, it was really important in the winter, and it would take that engine heat and kind of blow it up here on your legs. There's a little bit of a gap in here, not a huge amount, but enough to blow some heat. So those old gas tractors like my H or an M or something like that, especially in November, if you were out plowing with that, you head into the wind, and boy, that'd keep you nice and warm. You'd be out of the wind and blow some heat on your legs, and then the other way, it's just on your back. That'd make that a whole lot better. This little tractor with its little 4-cylinder diesel, especially just running the feed wagon, it doesn't really generate any heat. So it doesn't really warm me up any when it's on there, but it does keep the wind off, and it's a nice option in the middle of winter, when the wind chill's 20, 30 below or more. But now that it's late March, I'm going to take the 15, 20 minutes and just kind of pull that goofy thing off of there. It's not horrendously in the way, but that door does just kind of flap and take a beating and get in the way of the clutch pedal on occasion. So, you can tell it's been duct tape, packing taped, zip tied, put bars across there. That heat houser's 30 years old, along with the rest of the tractor. We had it kind of custom made for it because we used it for, it had a loader tractor or a loader on the front, so we used it all winter. So it was pretty nice to have it. But now it's, I think, time of the year to bring it off. What do you think, Rocco? Should we pull the heat houser off? Does that sound like fun? So to get this goofy thing off of there, let's start with the high-tech ropes that are tied up on the sides to keep them up against the engine compartment. I guess the one I got actually on top. Just kind of goes up and over, like so. And we've got a bunch of zip ties holding this side door on. So we just cut on with a knife. That side, that stayed. And we do a similar game on the other side. And go. All is free. And we got the zip ties and the rope ties. And we got one that's pretty easy to get right here. Pop you loose. That's about all you take. Get you out of the way. And we make sure we drop that little lock washer down in the crack. Okay. And put you back in. There we go. Alright, now we gotta take off the clamp that goes around the steering column. Oh, I left my grill over here. Lose the camera, lose the grill. Pretty sure that's a half inch. Okay. I usually put those in the seat, and then they usually roll back inside the seat somewhere. Okay. And some washers on there. Pop those piece free. And then see if I can get that U-bolt out of there. Might be able to. Okay, good. Get that out. Then put that in there enough to not lose it. So it's not really in the way. Let's tie these back on. And I think I'm really down to about 2 more bolts. There's a big one on each side down underneath here. And then we pretty much just lift the thing off. Get that off of there. Earmuffs don't really go with that. They're gonna fall on the floor. And we got one little bolt down here. And get this piece of iron strap out of the way. And for safekeeping, that bolt goes right back in. And this one I had to go get a different drill because it is 1 1/8 inches. Okay. Dropping all that stuff on the camera. That's fun. Put that back in, and so we don't lose it. Rocco, you pose so nicely. If I tried to do that, there's no way you would sit so still. Yeah, look at you. Being all cute and adorable. Look at you. All right, now I think we're ready to set this thing up and off of there. I'll probably find something that I missed. 3. That's 3. That's 3. I think it's 3.
Harness, and we are free, little tractor.